Hey, so I think I have the frameless end portal working well enough, at least to do a proof of concept showing all the parts wired up together. If this works, we should be able to do a to and back trip to the end with the push of a button. So we'll push this button, go to the end, and then with the push of another button we'll return back here. We'll never have to pass through the end portal. Well, we will pass through the end portal, but you won't know it. And then we won't have to run all the way across the end to get to the exit portal. We'll just push a button right where we land and come right back. And I'm doing this primarily because I don't like the way the end portal looks. It's very difficult to make it match any of the color palettes that I like, and especially if you're keeping your spawner, you've got all your lighting that extends out over the exit portal, or the end portal rather. So I wanted to get rid of it, or at least hide it in some redstone, so that we can just hit a button, and we'll do a test run here. Hit a button, and we show up in the end. And in 30 seconds, this light will turn on telling us that the end portal, or the exit portal, is ready to go. And while that during that 30 seconds, the ender pearl, one of the ender pearls that is waiting in stasis, is transported over there. And I figure 30 seconds is fine, because if you've come here on purpose, you probably have more than 30 seconds worth of things to do, like visit your Enderman farm or whatever. And then by the time you get back here, the 30 seconds will have gone by. But if anybody knows a faster way to transport an ender pearl from one location to another than what I've done here, I would love to hear it. But this is what I have for now. So we'll go back now, hit a button, and we are back in the overworld, right where we started. So no visible portals at any point along the way. And then to make it ready for the next trip, we just reload it. And there'll be, when this is all done, there'll be a hatch up here that closes after we throw those up, so that it's all seamless, and you'll have you could do a nicely decorated room down here, and then when it's time to go to the end again, you just run over to your button, hit it, and you're there. And again, in 30 seconds, we'll be able to head back. And during that 30 seconds, we can take a look at some of the guts here. So when a pearl comes into the end with us, we'll look at this in the overworld, but when you come to the end, a pearl comes with you that already has an upward trajectory to it, and it passes through an open hatch right here. It's not open right now, but it passes through an open hatch, comes up this bubble column, and is carried off by this conveyor, which I will simulate here in a minute. And the return button, when you hit the return button, you not only activate the return trip, I'm going to cut this line here to demonstrate, you not only activate the return trip, but you also turn off the light so that it's not on when you come back, and it opens up the hatch so that once we're gone, the hatch is open, ready to receive the next ender pearl that comes through the gateway. So we'll put this back on, and I'll show you the conveyor. I've got another video on this, though, that shows it a little bit more, in a little bit more detail. But this conveyor sends the pearl all the way over here. 25-second trip. It's 5 seconds for it to go up, and 25 seconds for it to come over, for a total 30-second trip. And the pearl falls down into that stasis chamber there. Ready to go. And we'll head back over here and take a look at the overworld redstone. So on the overworld side, when you throw your two redstone pearls, or ender pearls, up there, they hit that trip line, which activates a timing network back here, and this double piston pushes one of the pearls over and up into this bubble column, and then this sticky piston, upward sticky piston launcher, comes out and pushes the pearl, launches the pearl up through the portal, so that when we go through the portal, it already has an upward momentum, and there's no passage of time in the end when you're not there, so at least not in single player. So it'll just be waiting there for us when it's time for us to go. And then the second pearl that you throw comes up here and is pushed into this stasis chamber, where it waits until you want to go to the end. And then when you press the button down there, this piston launches the pearl into this black concrete. You materialize right here and fall downward into the end, but because it's black concrete, it doesn't look like there's any movement. It appears as though your screen just went black, and you don't see any of this business up here. So we'll do a simulation there. And I'm praying this works because I think my timings are off by about a tick somewhere, and it only works about 9 out of 10 times at this point. I've got it, yeah, see right there. I've got to fix that, figure out what little tiny tweak needs to be made so that we don't have that happen. So we'll try that again. Maybe we can get a view of it too. Yep, there's the pearl that's going to get launched. And it's up. So that guy is already in the end, waiting for us. And when we show up, it'll continue upward into the receiving network. And I've worked all the kinks out of that thing. It works 100% of the time on the end side. So when we hit this button, I'm going to try and look up really quick. There, you saw it. So that guy comes up here, and it's away. And then you'll notice it's being pushed. You'll have to watch the video where I go more in depth on this piece, but it's being pushed by a block that has to be returned somehow. So this conveyor is how the block gets returned, and we'll try to go over here and see it get put back. There. And now it's ready to go again for the next pearl. And the light will be on down here. Of course, this is a reality of using ender pearls. No way to get around that. So the return trip is ready. We'll hit the button. And we're back. So that's it. That's everything. And I'll do a full showcase video once I have it all decorated, and I don't even know if I'm going to stick with quartz. I'm not sure if I like it. You have to figure out a way to disguise a bed, because a bed is the only way to force your spawn right here, and I want you to come and go from the exact same location. So this is the best I could come up with. I don't know if it looks good, but it's better than nothing. I don't know if there's another block palette that would work quite as well, but I'll play with it. Anyway, that's the video.